Hi guys, my name is Rosanna. It's my talk show TV Rosa, and right now I am and my friend at Equinox, Brooklyn, and he's my awesome trainer. His name is Omar. Hi Omar, how are you?
How you doing?
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Could you tell me why sport is so important in our life?
Why is sports?
Sports is so important.
Well, mainly when the most important thing you want to take away from playing the sport is sportsmanship, of course. Aside from the physical work that comes along with being an athlete, it also teaches you to be a better person overall. It teaches you to be humble, but at the same time fierce. So any sport that anyone plays, whether it's golf or basketball or anything like that, it's all about sportsmanship, and then of course being the best at your game.
Can you tell me about your story as how you become a trainer? You told me.
Oh, that's right, how I became a trainer?
Yeah.
Well, so my story is a little bit interesting. I first started out as a financial advisor when I was living in Atlanta. And I was in shape, but not really. Doing good work, what have you, at my job led me to be very stressed. It was a type of job where I was good at what I was doing, but I wasn't happy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
after a couple of years, I decided to start exercising because I knew from way back when I was in high school that exercise always made me feel good. So long story short, got back into fitness, and one thing just led to another. The way that I work out, my drive, my passion, just attracted people. Then, in turn, became a personal trainer.
And you said you lose like how many pounds? Like you were like chubby guy, yeah, and then you.
Really, when it was really bad, I think I got up to probably about 285.
Wow,
And
that's a
then
lot.
I jumped on the paleo diet, and that brought me down to about 225 in a matter of 3 months. And I was, of course, strength training and doing cardio every day, if not every other day.
Oh, really? For how long? How many hours? You had been doing that.
Strength training, probably about anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half. Cardio is usually quick. It's probably like about 15, maybe 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't really like cardio too much, so I try to mix it up my strength training, my resistance training with sometimes I do high reps and low weights, or sometimes I do strength and do low reps or high weights.
The other thing what I like to ask you, in the first day when we met, you told me that 70% what you eat and only 30% how you exercise.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's not like raw numbers. It's just like round numbers. The whole purpose of that is just to say that when you're getting into shape, when you're trying to, be in your best physique that you possibly can be, you want to focus on what your diet is. And I don't even like to use the word diet because it sounds restrictive. I like to use the word nutritional guide. What you eat, what you feed your temple, what you feed your soul, what you feed your body. These are very important things because depending on what you feed it, all of the exercise and the work that you do in the gym is going to be, enhanced because of the food that you're eating. It helps it out. I'm not too privy on the science behind it, but I know that in the end, that's the best way to go.
What is like 5 things you suggest don't eat at all?
Oh.
5, like, I don't know,
Well,
beverages, food.
If we're going for items,
Like, what do you think?
if we're gonna do like just 5 top things, soda, absolutely, has got to just be totally eliminated from your diet. It's just a bunch of calories and a bunch of sugar. It's not good for you. Candy, of course. Again, we bring the sugar aspect into it. Got to get rid of it. Because the thing about it is that, like, when you're really trying to get in shape, people always try to look for a shortcut, or they're always trying to do it in the easy way. When in actuality, everyone knows what to do to get in shape. Everyone knows what foods to eat. but everyone is looking for a shortcut, like you. Remember, with the coconut straws thing, some shits from Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's coconut, yeah, but it's sprinkled with sugar all over it.
So no sugar. It's one of the
Sugar,
soda.
you gotta get rid of it. It's just like, a lot of people have to cut back. But it really comes down to just eating healthy, as much vegetables as you can. Every meal you should have vegetables.
The green vegetables.
The green vegetables, yeah. That's just that should be the main source of your nutrition is vegetables and meats and, control your carb intake. That's what it really boils down to. It's a lifestyle change, but once it is a lifestyle change, that's what it is. It becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah. How about chicken? Most of people say that if you are on a diet, you need to always eat boiled chicken. For example, in my case, I cannot eat everyday chicken. It just the taste is so I try to, but I can't.
Right. You gotta try different sauces. You got teriyaki, chipotle.
But the sauce is not good. They're not.
Well,
if a little bit, yeah.
Well, in moderation and depending on how the sauce is prepared. If it's packed full of sodium, then of course that's not a good thing. But if it's something that was homemade with all organic ingredients, then you have a better shot at that. Chicken is one of the best meats that you can eat for protein. It's a lean meat. A lot of fitness people, a lot of bodybuilders, they eat chicken breast. That's the most popular cut. How it's prepared, if it's boiled or whatever. The beautiful thing about chicken is that it can be prepared in more than one way.
Yeah. For example, I'm from Russia, and most of my friends, like girlfriends, they just strictly on a diet. They become, dystrophic, very skinny.
Yeah.
And I've seen one of my friends, she ate just a boiled plain salad, and I'm like, oh my God, I cannot do that. I like to, feel the flavor. And she's so skinny because it's a modern, it's a kind of trendy, and she likes that.
Yeah, see, the thing is, again, I go back to the word lifestyle. Lifestyle is important because if you take the time to prepare these foods, if you take the time to grocery shop, you can make it something, you can actually make it an enjoyable experience because at the end of the day, you're doing something good for yourself and you're doing something good for your body. People, do things like that, do the shortcuts or whatever. It's a crash. They're really, what am I trying to say? They're really not just willing to make the change to have a healthy lifestyle. Some people are addicted to sugar. It's a real drug.
Chocolate.
So chocolate.
I'm addicted on chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate is every girl's.
Not only girls, guys too.
I mean, I love chocolate, but I know what it does to me, and I like to think about every bad thing that I ate while I'm exercising, and that pain that I feel. I just psych myself out into thinking I wouldn't be feeling that if I didn't eat that or whatever the case is. But there's a very small percentage of human beings that are in shape. Most people are just okay, if not obese or suffering from some type of disease or illness. But working with a trainer, starting out at least will jumpstart you into your fitness career, I should say, helping you to reach your fitness goals. It's just like going to school. If you go to school, you're going to need to sit in the class and speak with the teacher. That's why we have group fitness classes here. You also have private tutoring in schools. That's where private trainers come in when you want specific training programs customized for you. And that's the beautiful thing about, being a trainer is that when you work with a trainer, this person is telling you that they're serious about getting in shape. And it isn't always the case. Some people just want to have a trainer just to, say they have a trainer. Some people genuinely want to just try it out. But for the most part, people generally do want to get in shape, and they learn that working with a trainer that it's a lot of hard work. But the for chocolate.
No more chocolate for me.